Imagine you're coming over to my place for dinner and you ask what's on the menu. With a grin, I say your absolute favourite, spaghetti bolognese, and I've made it just how you like it. Mincemeat, tomatoes, onions, garlic, and a sprinkle of parsley. You think perfect. And for the rest of the day, you're excited about your favourite meal for dinner. When you arrive and walk in, it smells amazing. And as you sit down to eat, you look at your big bowl of pasta and it looks delicious. But as you take that first bite, you notice that something's off. The taste isn't quite right. You dig around and spot a hint of orange. You dig it out and there it is, a strand of grated carrot. And you hate carrots. Now you're taken aback because nowhere in my ingredients list was a carrot mentioned, yet there it is. Suddenly the realization hit. I deliberately snuck carrots into your meal knowing full well you hate them. And just like that, the trust is gone. Whenever I serve you a meal again, all you're going to be thinking is, I wonder what's hidden in this one. The same thing happens to our children when we take vegetables and other foods that they don't like and try to hide those in foods that they love. When they find those hidden veggies, it isn't just a surprise, but a breach of their trust, which can lead to a domino effect. For starters, if they find an unexpected ingredient like that hidden carrot in a dish that they love, not only will they refuse to eat it at that moment, but you also run the risk that that meal will no longer be a favourite and will be dropped completely. Moreover, they might start to wonder, if mum or dad slip veggies into my favourite dish, where else might they be hiding them? And this wariness could lead them to examine every spoonful like a detective, always expecting to find something hidden in everything you serve, which makes them even fussier than they were before. And this is where things can start to spiral. The anxiety around what yucky things might be hidden in their food can cause a physical response that makes things even worse. Instead of making your child more adventurous with trying new foods, this tactic can create a sense of worry or stress during meal times. And when we're stressed, our bodies release adrenaline. This hormone physically suppresses your appetite. So now not only are they worried about what's in the food, they also don't feel hungry. But it doesn't end there. Concealing veggies in their food can also convey a message to your child that vegetables are undesirable, as there's something you need to be tricked into eating. They may start to think veggies must taste bad. That's why mum or dad have to hide them. So I probably won't like them and I should definitely avoid them. Another common idea behind hiding vegetables is that they will get your child to at least taste it, and over time they will start to like it. But this doesn't work. And the reason for this is many children naturally experience food neophobia. This is a phase where kids are wary of new foods, which usually peaks from ages 2 to 6 and lessens over time. During this phase, little ones are naturally skeptical of foods that they haven't tasted before, that look different to usual, or they simply haven't eaten in a while. So to help your child overcome this hesitancy, they need to explore the new food in its genuine form. They need to see, smell, and feel it. So if your child's veggies are always hidden, they won't recognize or appreciate the veggie's true appearance, smell, texture, or flavor. And this means they're less likely to choose to eat vegetables in the future. So rather than sneaking vegetables into your child's dishes, try these tips instead. First, be honest. It's okay to add veggies to smoothies, baked items, or other dishes. You just need to tell your child what they're eating. Or better yet, let them help you make it. Secondly, get creative. Let's say, for example, your child doesn't really like steamed broccoli. Rather than giving up on broccoli altogether, try frying or roasting them or offering a tasty dip. And for other foods like carrots or potatoes, you could try cutting them into playful shapes to make them a little more enticing. The key here is to explore lots of different ways of preparing and presenting foods your child doesn't like. If you'd like to see the vegetable and sandwich cutter kit that I recommend, there's a link in the description below to get my free Mealtime Essentials guide, which contains that, plus the best cups, plates, and utensils based on your child's developmental stage. And thirdly, be persistent. It's quite common for kids to require 10 or more encounters with a new food before they muster the courage to give it a try. So to help your child become familiar with vegetables without making them feel stressed or pressured, try this simple approach. When you're preparing a meal, just put a small amount of the new veggie next to the food they already enjoy. The idea is to make the vegetable look just like another part of the meal, not the main event. Next, keep the mealtime casual and give them the opportunity to explore the veggie by looking at it, poking it, squishing it between their fingers, sniffing it, or even licking it. You want to follow their lead. If they just look at it and smell it, that's actually progress. If they choose to touch it, that's even better. And if they choose to take a nibble, that's amazing. The idea here is that you want to make it a sensory experience and remove the pressure to eat the veggie completely. So don't force it. Then just keep offering that vegetable during future meals. As the more they see it, the more familiar it becomes, and this increases the chances that they'll take that first bite. In addition to incorporating these tips into your day, there are also a few things you want to avoid doing when you're trying to encourage your picky eater to try new food, as these common mistakes can make picky eating a lot more challenging. So make sure you watch this video next to find out what these common mistakes are so you can avoid making them with your little one.